here on March 21st, since 1982, the International Federation for Home Economics, IFHE, has been pleased to sponsor World Home Economics Day. This international event is intended to publicize and promote the home economics profession and to celebrate the contribution that home economists make to the quality of everyday life for people around the globe. IFHE unites professional organizations, research institutions, and educators from almost 70 countries who believe in the power of individual choices to transform global societies towards a sustainable future. Our mission is to advocate research and education for the responsible use of resources at the household and consumer level, and through this, contribute to achieving a sustainable living for all. Our profession spans multiple academic disciplines and values home as a place where equality reigns and everyone can develop their full potential. The theme for the 2022 World Home Economics Day is Building Resilient Homes and Families. Resiliency is the ability to bounce back from a crushing force. Our homes and the households that depend on them will not be resilient without planning and preparation ahead of the forces, natural and human caused, that can overwhelm and crush them. In a side event at their 75th General Assembly held virtually in October of 2020, the United Nations emphasized that environmental, economic, technological, and biological risks are embedded in global systems and are emerging in ways that were not anticipated. And while the UN is focusing on using the recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic as it comes as an opportunity to build more resilient systems that are a better place to prevent such crises in the future, home economists are focusing on how the pandemic has highlighted the centrality of home to protecting and supporting household members during a crisis. IFHE has chosen the phrase, "get back up," as our exhortation to home economists and their students, clients, and communities. Educating in the area of resource planning at the individual and household level has always been a strength of home economics as a discipline. And we can draw on the lessons of the pandemic, the experience of shortages at stores, the challenges in child and elder care, the disruption to finances, networks of support, and everyday life, to inform our offerings going forward. Possessing an imaginative and detailed plan for coping with disaster with the crushing force is one outcome of home economics education that should be spread widely to every level of schools and the communities where we serve. Having backup, a network of support that extends beyond our household, that reimagines support in new ways, including virtual networks or the sharing economy, caches or pools of resources saved for distribution through groups large and small. We all have examples of challenges to our resilience. I know for me here in Texas, during our recent weather disaster that demonstrated the vulnerability of our electrical grid, I was pleased to discover that the backups that I had created in water stores and batteries were exactly what I needed to reduce the crush of cold, darkness, and broken piping. I am looking forward throughout the year to hearing how home economists and their students are fostering conversation and documentation of how building resilient homes and increasing the resilience of the household members within those homes can allow us to get back up from crushing events, from damaged infrastructure and global networks, as well as from the much more intimate and long-lasting impact of the death of friends and family members. Let's make sure to capture these lessons as we make plans for our 2022 World Home Economics Day celebration next March. Look to the IFHE website at ifhe.org for resources, webinars, and opportunities to share the resilient thinking of your region to the challenges of everyday life. Join IFHE in showcasing the talents and abilities of current and future home economists for building resilient homes and families.